Hey, good morning. Maria back with another video. It's 10/27, August 10th, and it is Saturday morning. And I just got back from the grocery store. As I woke up this morning, I thought, it's a beautiful day. And the weather is not exactly that hot today. I don't think it's going to be 100 degrees today. It's going to be in the high 90s, but it's not going to be 100 degrees, which is great for me because I prefer when it's like less than 100 degrees, because that way I don't have to use my portable air conditioner, and I can just use the one overhead all day long. It's just easier for me because I don't have to open windows, shut windows, and all that stuff. So anyway, I was thinking as I woke up this morning, I was communicating with my friend, text messaging like we always do in the mornings and on the weekends. But I was thinking to myself, it's a beautiful day to go for a walk. And and where she is, she doesn't live in the United States, but where she is, I guess it's very similar to autumn, or maybe they consider it autumn where she lives. It kind of, because here it's after September and afterwards, right? But the weather must be way different where she lives. So she's talking about how it's really brisk, and that's usually when I go out for walks. Now, I enjoy walking in summer evenings and stuff like that. But lately I just been going straight to bed. It's just been too hot. But yes, I do walk, and I know that walking is a part of my targeting. I know my family is extremely jealous, and not just jealous, they're more like spying. They want to know, what am I doing? And then speculating, am I seeing somebody? Now, here's the thing. When you are a targeted individual, everyone around you is in on this little stupid bullshit operation. So obviously nobody sees somebody. People never see anybody coming to my house. They know my work hours. They know when I go to the store. They know when I come back. They know, I go to work, I come home, then sometimes I go to the grocery store or run errands or whatever, but it's nothing very long and it's nothing very lengthy, okay? So, and I'm sure if you have a regular routine, like there's certain stores that you frequent, you will be targeted. They know who you are too. So it's like they pretty well got my little agenda mapped out. So how is it that certain rumors can be circulating when we all know that's impossible, right? But whatever the case is, people shouldn't have to worry and be fretful for every single last activity that they choose to do on their own, with their own life. I like going for walks, okay, because I think a lot, and it's very cleansing for me. It helps my legs. About a few days ago, I had a lot of problems with my feet, my legs, and my hips, okay? I'm not experiencing any pain right now, but, sometimes I have these, what I call flare-ups, and sometimes walking helps that too. I do believe in taking care of my health, but it's like, I think my sisters are so obsessed with the fact that I don't live the lifestyle that they do, that they think that everything I do, I'm doing it with the intent and purpose to either, get together with my guy that I used to like in high school, or go back with my ex-husband. I'm never going back with my ex-husband. I know my sister and my brother-in-law probably had maybe a connection with that family, and that's fine. You guys keep being connected, but I don't want anything to do with it. This is my cosmic cleanse, my separation permanently. It's just, I find you guys just extremely disturbing. I will never forgive you for what you guys did, so you can forget that. So then they people around you are spying on what you're doing. So they're going back and they're telling the other perps and everything, and the main perps or whatever, and they're like speculating, okay, well, maybe she's getting back together with her ex-husband. That's what they're thinking in their mind. No, I'm not. Okay, it gets boring in this house. Okay, people walk for several reasons. Okay, comfort, exercise. What I mean comfort is, it does sometimes relieve body pain. Now, sometimes I don't even want to stand, okay? Sometimes I don't even want to stand. On those days when that's the day that I deal with it, however. But, sometimes walking actually soothes that, It's good for exercise. Yeah, it is. Some people walk, not just walk, they jog. They have more of a rigorous routine. But there's people who go to the gym all the time. Are these people getting targeted? No. It's always Maria getting singled out for every goddamn thing, because I got perps, okay? I got perps everywhere. Meaning my family and their weird influence, and Jim and his weird, cult-like let men rule over women and all this other bullshit that I never signed up for. So go fuck yourself, right? But anyway, it's a beautiful day. So, maybe later on this week or some other time I will pick up my walking again. And it's really no one's business, really, it's not. But I know that when people who are around me are going to sit here and start speculating, it's none of your fucking business, okay? It really isn't. I don't give a shit about what you guys do. Don't sit here and, try to sit there and wonder about what I'm going to do. It gets boring in the house. And I do enjoy the sunlight. Sunlight is very revitalizing. And I also like walking at night sometimes too. I don't do that as much now that I'm older and I realize there's dangerous people out there. But it's nice. It's very pleasant and peaceful when you get a chance to walk at night. But I was thinking it's like, I really resent their monitoring. I resent the fact that, you can never meet people and have regular relationships. They deprive you of that to get to know people because, you don't want to, the minute somebody says something and you start sensing that they're affiliated with this little cult network, you want to back the hell away. And some people aren't necessarily affiliated with a cult network. They're more, when I say cult network, I'm referring to my weird, crazy family, ex-family, I might add. They are affiliated only by the fact that they may have been instructed to do or carry out a certain phrase or saying or gesture or whatever, which I don't really get much street theater anymore. It has been more, cordial. I know in the beginning it was like, cutthroat. Kind of funny because, it's always these fake Christian people, and I'm saying fake Christians. I'm sure there's sincere Christians out there, but they're rare. They are very rare. Even the Bible says they're rare, okay? Most of the people that you see, the majority of people who are walking around talking this mess, don't live up to those standards, okay? They just don't. And so, that's why you get people who are easily brainwashed and influenced by a man, and one of the lowest men that you can possibly imagine. So, anyway, I'm not going to go there. I'm not trying to bash people. I believe people have the right to believe what they want to, and they do. Okay, you can believe that this water here is God if you want to. If you want to worship it, you go right ahead. But when you start trying to enforce your bullshit on another person, then that's when I have a problem with it. Don't you ever shove your shit down my throat again, ever, and then try to be as forceful about it. Man, I get so burned up about that when I think about it. It's like, I resent, people who don't respect the will of others. I don't have any respect for that at all, and the ignorance and then the competitiveness, just all of it. It's like I wake up every morning, it's like, these people are goddamn, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with these people. I hate these people, okay? And I wonder how in the world that I could have ever had any sort of feeling for these people, when I was younger, because I didn't really realize how bloodthirsty they are. They're bloodthirsty, jealous, manipulative, lying pieces of shit. So anyway, enough with those weirdos. So today, it's just one of those days I'm just kind of taking it easy. I ran and got some food, not a whole lot, only because, I'm kind of trying to get money because, I've been GameStop and whatever. And aside from that, my little refrigerator, which I'm working on a refrigerator issue now. I will talk to you later about that when it's resolved. But, it's kind of a peaceful day. I got all my laundry done yesterday and did my my regular routine housework yesterday. So I'm just kind of like, I got this whole day, where I can just zone out if I want to, listen to music, do some art, amateur art, the kind of art that's not going to make me millions of dollars. So I'm going to have a desire to quit my work and then just like live off of this money that I might scrape by, get maybe $23 or something like that each month. I wouldn't do something like that, but this is what they were trying to force me into, some weird bullshit. Anyway, but I have the day to myself, so I'm just kind of working on different things, doing my PowerPoint lessons, and I got a little art project going, a felt art project going at the same time. I try to keep as busy as I possibly can. My goal is to get out of the house, have things to do outside the house. I want a full-time job. I really do. I want a full-time job, and I want to talk. I want to do things. I want work that's stimulating. I want my mind to be active like it used to. It's not. There's a lot of stuff that's dormant inside me, and I know some people are very traditional. I'm not just necessarily talking about stupid, retarded Jim Culligan. I'm just basically talking about people in general. Okay, there's some people who, you know, as far as they remember, maybe their mom was in her mid 40s, and then, you know, she stopped working so much and she just worked part-time, or maybe she, you know, there's women who do all kinds of stuff at this age, right? There's a lot of expectations that people have in their families, okay? But every situation's different, you know. I never imagined myself retiring early, or, you know, just kicking back doing part-time work. You know, I'm a single woman, and the idea of cohabitating with someone else, being marriage, it doesn't appeal to me. And so, this where a tradition comes back in. A lot of people think, well, you know, there's a lot of women that are married. They just get married. That's the thing you do. You know, if that's for you, more power to you. You go ahead and do that. But, you know, some people are accustomed to being by themselves. And then also, you know, when you think about somebody who's been abused and somebody who doesn't have a very strong support structure system, it's not a wise thing to do. Okay, there's many reasons why I choose not to get married. Okay, the main reason why is because I like my space. I don't want to cohabitate with anyone else. I really don't. And I just get tired of people wanting to intrude on that, you know. Especially if they're associated with my family in any way, that answer is no. I will shoot it down right then and there, you know. And the reason why is because they would use probably a spouse to probably be a spy, you know. And that could have been the case with Joel. They could have made Joel into a spy. Who knows? But whatever it is, it's like, that's, to me, is like, that is when you really cross the line. That is when you are, that just shows just how fucking evil you are. When you're using a spouse against somebody else. Or you might be using a child against the target or whatever. They're willing to manipulate anybody just to do whatever. And it's like, wow, that's just downright, these people are goddamn low as far as I'm concerned. And I don't ever want to think about them ever again. But I keep bringing them up because the shit has, in my mind, my life basically revolves around their fucking stupidity. You know, their irresponsible behavior of everything that they've done has put me in the situation on a daily basis. And so it's a constant reminder, right? Okay, so, you know, until I get out of that situation, I guess I'll be bitching about it on YouTube. Or maybe another platform if I ever find one. But anyway, yeah, so today is just, I'm taking it easy and just kind of relaxing, and, you know, got some music in the background. I might pick up my art project and work on my PowerPoint this afternoon. I probably plan on, I definitely have to. I got to make something to eat because I'm out of food. So I got to put some stuff together in the kitchen, which I'm not excited about. I really don't enjoy cooking, but it's just something I have to do, you know. And, you know, I'm just kind of, I'm still emotionally overwhelmed with what's happened, you know, and I'm upset because how could anyone treat me in that manner? How could anyone do something that evil? You know, I was thinking, I know that, you know, when you get older, like you get to be in your teens, your early 20s or whatever, you do things and that causes friction with siblings. Oftentimes it does. It creates tension and arguments and whatever. And sometimes people hold that stuff against you. You know what I mean? Even though it's been years or whatever, they hold it against you. It's not just making a simple human mistake. It's just something that they hate you. But the reason why they hate me is because it was like that from the very get-go. I mean, this goes back to grade school and before that, you know? And I can remember, this is a long pattern of abuse. And so it's not, it's just more than that. Like, I was literally born into that family as a scapegoat, you know? And there's a lot of people who are in the same situation. They're scapegoated kids. And it's enough already, you know, enough already, you know. I had enough of their bullshit, and I'm glad that I'm walking away. But meanwhile, in the back of my head, I'm always thinking, how evil can you be? How twisted, how morally corrupt can you be to, you know, see somebody going through that kind of stress and then intensify their actions? I mean, they knew that I was very upset about this, and they continue to do that. I just think you're sick, you're twisted, you know. I can't even Well, whatever. Anyway, back to my first point, or the issue that I was talking about. It's like, yeah, I get tired of people, and I'm starting to be able to sense it. Like when I know that people are in on this bullshit, and and I feel like there's some sort of two-way communication where they might be talking to me, and everything that I do, no matter how small or how insignificant, goes back to another person. At least that's how it has been for a while. I haven't really been around anyone for very long lately to pick up on that too much, but I'm able to do it, okay? If I feel like I'm being conspired against, and I'm not comfortable with that, So it's like I just limit my interactions with people. I don't like being the center of attention, okay? And I think I've had this issue before, like when I was working over at Chatsworth, I had mentioned I didn't like to be in the center of attention. And the reason I'm always the center of attention is because these people are always in my shit. I wouldn't be that way. Now, some people think, well, you dress nice and you take care of yourself or whatever. Well, I'm sorry, that's how I believe that you're supposed to be. I mean, you really are supposed to be. Anybody will tell you that. I don't care who it is. You're always supposed to look your best, take care of yourself, whatever. I mean, that's just the way it is. Now, some people choose not to, and that's their choice. Okay, you don't have to. But that's my thing. So that's not making me the center of attention. It's not. It's them pointing out, she's got this on, she's got that. And you look around, and there's other women. I saw this woman today. She was wearing a really cute outfit. It was like a floral type outfit, black, long. It was a pantsuit. It was a floral, okay, much like this shirt, but it had more flowers on it and whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, I see all these women dressed in nice clothes that are way more expensive than what I'm wearing, and that I'm the one who's constantly getting pointed the finger at. Why are the fingers constantly being pointed at me? Because I have perps. That's why. And they'll sit there, and because they don't take care of themselves, they forget to acknowledge the fact that maybe a bunch of other people do, like maybe the woman at their bank does, the woman who's checking out, being cashier does, this particular person, people do this all the time. All right? There's nothing unusual, and that goes for the fake hair as well, okay? They may not tell you that they're wearing fake hair, because most women are very private about that sort of issue, okay? But they probably are. There's a lot of women who are, right? But the reason why I'm being pointed out is because I got perps who are constantly doing it. And it's like, you know what? Enough already. All right? If you see one thing one way, you go ahead and do that. If you like wearing tennis shoes to work, then wear tennis shoes to work. I don't wear tennis shoes. I don't like tennis shoes. The only time I wear tennis shoes is if I'm going for a walk. That's it. Okay? Now, I do have canvas flat shoes or whatever, but that's my choice. I don't like that. Is it such a crime to like clothes? Is it a crime to like clothes? I don't think so. That woman at the store didn't think so, and she had a cute friend also who was wearing something similar. It wasn't a pantsuit, but she was wearing like a little baby doll type dress, which it had floral on it, which I love floral on black pattern on black fabric. She was wearing something similar. That's just what they do. It's a woman's choice. It's not a right or wrong. It's not a good or bad. It's just what women do. It's a mix. It's a mixed bag out there, okay? Some women wear sweats. Some women like to wear something girly. And they like wearing girly shit all day long. Even when they go to bed, they got something girly on to change into when they're going to bed. So it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's the mixed bag of what women are, okay? We've got women who don't care about those sort of things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you try to say, well, I don't think she should be doing that because this is my personal preference, you're enforcing your personal ideas and beliefs on another person. All right? And you might think you're God because obviously this operation that you conducted, you set up, where you dole out blessings and, grant benedictions and maledictions or whatever it is you think you have the power to do, which is just an operation. You're not God, but you're pretending that you are, okay? And I'm personally not drinking the Kool-Aid, so go fuck yourself. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'm going to be working on my art today. My felt art, like I said, my worthless felt art that looks cute for me, and it brings me joy, but it's not going to make me a millionaire. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to work on my PowerPoint. And because I'm working with, well, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm so excited. I'm working on adding music to PowerPoint, syncing it, you know, like certain scenes of, some songs are very storytelling, right? So I thought, okay, it would be kind of cute to make a cartoon. So I got these little different images. I'm making this little cartoon that's super, super cute, right? It's for my own entertainment. I'm not posting it. It's for my own entertainment. But what it's allowing me to do is I'm using the information that I'm getting from the instructor on Udemy, this particular course that they're offering in PowerPoint, and I'm learning certain things. And with that, I'm just kind of throwing in my own stuff. And, you know, when it came to understanding how to sync the music, unfortunately, they did touch very lightly on this particular subject. He's a good instructor, but I wanted to know how you can sync everything within timing, okay? So it's a trial and error thing, and I'm not like the greatest, but I'm pretty proud of what I've created, okay? So I'm proud. I'm patting myself on the back. So with this little skill building thing, I'm hoping to take on more projects. Like I have things written out in Word documents that I think would be great if it had pictures. This is relating to educational topics, relating to employment, relating to human trafficking, gang stalking, blacklisting, things like that. Informational videos that I think would be great. And I'm learning how to put these things in the proper format. And then I can start adding sound. I can start adding more to it. So I'm excited about that. But I have been, you know, kind of lagging in energy this week because I've been thinking so much about what these people have done. And their intent behind it. And there's a feeling of me that's hurt inside, not because I have a sentimental attachment, because I don't. If there was no laws in this world, these people they'd be gone off the face of the earth by now. Okay, I can assure you. Okay, but I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I don't. It's obviously not because I care about them. Just like, how could you strike someone down multiple times, like these people have done to me? How could you do something like that? You know, that shows like that they must use, you know, the relationship they have with my son as a prop, really, because it's like, don't you understand when you hurt the mother, you hurt the kid? Like, I was trying to take care of my kid. You didn't care if I was going to lose my job. You didn't care about those sort of things. You didn't care if I had to, you know. It's like, you know, it's just it bothers me. Okay, it bothers me, and I'm, you know, dealing with that, and it's huge. You know, I remember, you know, reading articles about people who've gone through trauma. Some people have gone through some kinds of forms of abuse. This is before I realized I was a scapegoated kid, and I would look at these people and think, okay, but you know, just move on. I mean, and it's insensitive, but I kept thinking, well, this is where you are now. I mean, things have gotten better. You're not with these people anymore. Feel better. You know, why are you dragging this on? It's something beyond your control. Okay, it becomes stuff an issue of where you're waking up at night and you're having flashbacks, or you're starting to remember things, or information in my psychic self. Information is filtering into my mind that I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hear this shit, right? But it's something that I need to know. It's just more, it's beyond what I can deal with. All right, it's not, because really, believe me, I would rather go and just do anything and forget about all this myself. You know what I mean? But it's just years of constant abuse, and I'm thinking all the way back to, you know, as a kid. I mean, these people, I'm surprised I'm alive. That's all I can say. I'm surprised I'm alive, just because of all the things that these people have caused me all the years. I mean, I'm really emotional about it right now. I remember there were times I didn't know what was going on at the time. I remember pulling over on the side of the road and having anxiety attacks. These people, I used to wonder, how in the world am I not falling over dead of a heart attack? But I'd get up every goddamn morning and I'd go to work because I was trying to take care of myself and do my job. And these people were coming in and ruining my life. I fucking hate these people. Like, you don't know. Okay, I hate these goddamn people. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video and get on with my day. To all the perps out there, go fuck yourself. To all the TIs out there, stay strong, keep fighting. Be back with another video later.